How's it going, everyone? Nyzam45 here with another episode of Nyzam is running out of content to record. That is a freaking gorgeous Pterodax. Man, that looks awesome in this lighting. Anyway, today, everyone, we are playing the Azure Nebula Rescue. Our time here is limited. Stay focused, plan your attacks, and save as many ships as possible. Every loss is critical for my people. Yes, okay, so if you don't know how Azure... Oh, heck yeah, I'm going after that first. If you don't know how Azure Nebula works, pretty much there are a number of asteroids that are spread really far apart, and we gotta go and just save the ships. Saving the ships from Tholian captors. Now, over here we have a... What was it? What was this? A scimitar. Scimitar, yes, that's it. So, the higher level ships, the more points you get, but at the same time, that also means that they're more heavily guarded. Now, of course, in today's game with power creep and such, oh, someone in there's getting screwed. In power creep and such, it really doesn't affect a whole lot. I've actually been able to save a level 5 ship like that Falcon over there all by myself before. Most likely you've recently played this mission during the Endeavor system in recent weeks or months. I have no idea how long it's been since I did this. Anyway, once all the ships are dead, like that one is. What? There's another one? Oh no, they're just shooting. Okay, so yeah, that one just escaped now. So at that point, we now have 5 points. There are also little objectives that we can do sideways here that give us more free points and stuff. And that just gives us more marks at the end of it. One of the I'm really not sure, like, why in particular this mission is so popular nowadays still. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think it's cool and stuff that you gotta, like, race around and free the ships and stuff, and it's like a point-based system. I think that's really kind of cool. But there are bugs with this particular queue, like sometimes ships won't spawn for minutes at a time. And other things is, like, in general, this mission doesn't reward a whole lot of points. Sorry, not points, but a whole lot of marks. So I'm kind of curious as to, like, why it's such a fan favorite. But I mean, it is still fun nonetheless. And also, I mean, just like, when you get to do this and just blow up about 10 Tholian ships all together like that, there's something satisfying. There's something really satisfying. But as you just saw there, like, it doesn't take a whole lot of firepower to take out a level 1. Like, one cluster of scatter volley and torpedoes and stuff, along with my, what is this, chemocyte-laced weaponry? Yeah. Along with that, it was able to take them all out in pretty much one go. But like I said, with different numbers, different levels of ships that you rescue, it changes drastically of, like, how many ships are protecting each of the ships. There's a level 2 guy over here. So once you... Oh, someone's not having a good time over there. So anyway, once you disable all the Tholian ships, you can then go in and disable the tractor beams that are holding the ship in place. And you have to do that before you can actually free them. For what reason that there's like 4 tractor beams, I'm not sure, but you can't really be in combat while you do that. Like, if you get shot once, it's over. You gotta start over and restart the tractor beam disabling process and stuff, but, you know, if you have multiple people doing it at the same time, then you actually don't have to really destroy all the ships as long as you don't have a lot of threat generation. Then you can kind of just sneak in and do it. The game is different than it was years ago, but back in the day when I was flying the Aquarius Escort, even before that, when some ships had a cloaking device, I would kind of just sneak up right up there, like on this rock, for example, and just disable the tractor beam without any of the enemy's ships locking onto me. And so I could just go in, disable all the tractor beams, free a ship, and then I wouldn't have to fight anyone. It was actually kind of fun, and a bit cheaty. But still fun. If I recall correctly, this queue came out around the time of Lore did. If you don't know what that is, it's Legacy of Romulus, one of the first expansions for the game. Actually, the first expansion for the game, now that I think about it. I don't know if it came out at that time specifically. I felt like it came out before that, but this is a pretty old queue nonetheless. But at the same time, I've actually never done it on my channel before, so whoop-de-doo! You know, so many of the queues these days, they don't have a lot of players playing them and stuff, but I still don't really understand. Like I was saying earlier, this queue in particular always has people playing it all the time. It's like, and this queue isn't like Crystalline Cataclysm or anything. It's not something you can get done in like less than a minute and get 100 marks. It's not like that. So I'm kind of always been befuddled as to why exactly this queue in particular just never dies. I'm not complaining by any means. I'm glad to see that certain queues, you know, stand the test of time. And especially ones with as much character as this. It just amazes me, is all. It's like, it's one of those few that's just like, it's always good. It's always got people playing it for some reason. One of the reasons that I'm kind of cutting the video up a little bit is because not very many ships are spawning at the moment. It's not the bug that I was talking about earlier, it's just we're actually killing them too fast. It's always kind of funny when I see like a normal Federation cruiser or something, and it's using that particular beam or tractor scan thing, because that one's only available to TOS players, the TOS characters and stuff. So it's just kind of interesting to see like a normal current modern day ship using that kind of stuff. It always just kind of feels incongruous to me. I feel like that thing should only be like on TOS ships and stuff. So it's just kind of funny. I honestly wish like more tarantulas would spawn instead of like the smaller ships, because like honestly at this point like these guys are the only real threats in this mission. Like all the other stuff you can take, like I said before, even I can take out this guy solo if you give me enough time. But I'm like, actually, you know what? Screw you. I'm gonna send some missiles your way. I don't care if I'm only gonna get like 3 shots off before you're destroyed. It feels good. So far away. Going in alone on this one, I think. I don't think there's any other players trying to help me out on this one. I only got 50 seconds to get rid of it. No! No! Where are the things? Why can't... I really hate that you can't lock onto some of these things sometimes. You know, I don't appreciate you holding me in the tractor beam. Also, I don't really understand why you're holding me in tractor beam either. It's not going to do you much good. Just wait till I get out of here. Then you're going to get it. Okay, there you go. There's the last one. There he is. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you for finally joining the party and helping me. Okay. I still find it funny that the Tholians can still spawn Terran frigates. And that they still come out of what looks like a... Aww. I almost had it. Okay, well, anyway, that was Azure Nebula Rescue, everyone. It's one of the older queues, but it's still pretty fun, even though it doesn't really reward anything compared to something that you will get in less than 1/15 of the time. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.